Alright, we've got some more lengths to calculate, and then you've seen all the trigonometry you're going to see this year. Don't worry, there's more in future years if you're eager for it. So, as before, as with all these questions, as with all maths really, identify what tool you need. Right angle triangle, a mixture of length and angles, it's got to be trigonometric ratios somehow. So, we've got an angle, we've got the hypotenuse, and we've got the opposite. What links those? Well, as I'm sure you know by now, that is sine. So, the formula for sine, as we've been using all week, is sine theta is O over H, the sine of some angles opposite over hypotenuse. So the sine of 65 is 5.2 over x. And having set up the formula, we can now use our basic algebra skills to solve this. We've got an x that's doing some dividing, that's grim, so let's get rid of it by multiplying that x up. X lots of sine 65 is 5.2. X is still not by itself. What is currently happening to x is being multiplied by this thing, which is just a number. We haven't worked it out yet, but sine 65 is just a number. So x times some number, well, we solve that by dividing by the number. So x is 5.2 divided by sine 65, and that is approximately some number. 5.2 divided by sine 65, 5.74. Okay, and as we'd expect, the longer edge is longer than the other edge. That's reassuring, so that's worked out okay. And it all comes the same from there, so these should be quicker to do now. Over here, we've got a hypotenuse. Over here, we've got an adjacent. A and H is linked by cosine. So the cosine of 42 degrees is 71 over y. Y is doing some dividing, so we'll fix that by multiplying. Y is being multiplied by some other number, so we'll fix that by dividing it away. And again, your calculator will fill in the gaps for you. And that is roughly 95.54, and the units here were kilometres. Which means the smart over you'll see that this one is wrong, because those are metres. So these should just be metres. And one more. What have we got here? We've got an opposite and we've got an adjacent. And really, once you've got these labelled correctly, it should be straightforward. So we know that opposite and adjacent is linked by a tan function, by the tangent. So the tangent of 18 is 7.3 over z. Multiply that through, we get z lots of tan 18 is 7.3, divide by tan 18, and we get 7.3 over tan 18 is z, and that is roughly something quite large, I'm going to think. 7.3 over tan 18, close the bracket, see what we get, 22.47. So not crazy large, but reasonably large, and the units here were centimetres. So, that's the last type of question that can use trigonometric ratios. As you've been seeing some of the work, some of the skills here are not getting your methods mixed up. But once you have it set up as a piece of algebra, you can ignore your trig skills and just use your basic algebra skills, inverse functions, order of operations, and solve the equation. So hopefully you can have a go at that, and we'll be on to new topics soon. Enjoy!